Exercise 5. Oil and gas resources are not likely to be impacted by climate change because they result from a process that takes millions of years and are geologically trapped. On the other hand, climate change may not only force the shutting down of oil and gas-producing areas, but increase the feasibility of exploration in areas of the Arctic through the reduction in ice cover. Thus, while climate change may not impact these resources, oil and gas reserves and known or contingent resources could be affected by new climate conditions, since climate change may affect access to these resources. In Siberia, for instance, the actual exploration challenge is the time required to access, produce, and deliver oil under extreme environmental conditions, where temperatures in January range from minus 20 degrees Celsius to minus 35 degrees Celsius. Warming may ease extreme environmental conditions, expanding the production frontier. Exercise 6. Employers have devised some strategies to accommodate family responsibilities, mainly in order to improve recruitment and to reduce turnover among women workers. Employers with the most far-reaching programs are those, such as hospitals, that depend on a female workforce. When Kaiser Shipbuilding Company sought to recruit women workers during the labor shortage brought on by World War II, it provided on-site, around-the-clock childcare, facilities for sick children, and even cheap carry-out dinners for working mothers to take home. But at the war's end, when Kaiser no longer needed to retain women, it put an end to these programs. Almost half a century later, a few employers provide benefits similar to those that Kaiser provided. For example, Riverside Hospital in Columbus, Ohio, which has a female chief executive officer, provides on-site child care, including care for sick children and elder care. Exercise 7. A restaurant is a destination in itself as a place to eat, rather than, as with an inn, a place of local gathering or traveler's shelter that also offers food. Within the restricted opening hours of the establishment, a restaurant offers a variety of dishes, more so than is the case with an inn. Thus, most restaurants do not open for breakfast, and those that do, outside of hotels or modern-day inns, specialize to some extent in this meal. But the meals they do serve have more options than traditional inns could provide. At a restaurant, one eats what one desires from an often extensive menu. During most of its history, the restaurant has offered meals served by a waiter whose job is limited to this. Rather than gathering with the other lodgers at an inn or guest house, the customers of a restaurant come with their friends, sit apart from others, and pay for a specific meal when they are finished. Exercise 8. Throughout the 20th century, science was seen as the solution to the problems of land degradation and pollution resulting from agricultural and industrial activities. As a result, there is now an increasing focus on funding for science being linked to providing practical solutions to environmental problems. This creates a dilemma, for while excellent science can be conducted, science alone will not create widespread change, mainly because the channels to use this information and create change are poorly developed. In order to create changes in behavior and beliefs of the general public, broader and more effective communication of the new scientific insights being gained is required. Even where the solutions to environmental problems are clear, management, political, and ultimately public support are needed to implement the usually expensive solutions. Therefore, Utilizing our current research effectively will require new tools to facilitate effective communication, not only to scientists, but also to managers, governments, and ultimately the general public.